Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Just had my hair dyed blonde. Really blonde. Really fucking blonde. They were saying it was going to cost 30 quid. 20 quid of it being for the dye. Apparently you can't bleach your hair at home. It's dangerous or some shit like that. But I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't like how it looks right now, but haircuts tend to kind of come together after a couple of days. But my goodness, I have had a week from hell. I hope the audio is good right now. I'll redo the video if it isn't, but I have had a week from hell. The worst week I've ever had on holiday, probably. I'm in Ho Chi Minh City right now. Oh, bloody hell, man. So last Friday, there's this girl who I've been dating from Vietnam. She's 18 years old. Her name's V. And I've really been good to this girl when we're in person, but over text, she's really dramatic and really argumentative, and sometimes a bit rude. Like she said dumb shit over text, and it's kind of annoyed me. Like she said, "Oh, this guy's so handsome, this guy's so cute, blah blah blah." She said like 4 different guys are handsome, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear this shit. And then just dumb shit. And then she says, "Oh yeah, I can't believe you treat me that way," even though I've literally done nothing to her, acting like I'm abusing her. And she said, "Oh yeah, Ben, when we're together, you're so respectful and kind, but when I go home, you're completely different." And basically, it's all over with her. And I really thought we had something special, me and this girl. And it's all over text messages. Fucking bummer, man. Bummer. A total bummer. Like, she's a good-looking woman. And we also really got on and laughed about shit. And the sex was... In fact, I shouldn't talk about it, but... I promised her I wouldn't talk about it, so I'm not even going to talk about it, but... just bummed the fuck out about this shit. Bummed out. Yeah, really fucking bummed out. So this is the week after we stopped talking. She was so insistent on us never talking again, and she'd bring it up all the time whenever we'd have a minor little tiff. Like, it was the 50-year unification of Vietnam, the first week after we met, and she said, I'd just seen her the day before, and I didn't want to meet up with her the next day for the celebration, which was an absolute fucking mess. You know, when we actually did wind up going the next week, there were people sleeping on the streets and roads were blocked. It was a shit show. It was an absolute shit show. I literally grabbed her hand when we were there and I said, "Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't like this. This is horrible. Let's get the fuck out of here. This is not for me." I have been so good to this girl. I have been so good to her, and she's gone forever. And even though we've only known each other a month or like 5 weeks, pretty broken-hearted about it, to be honest with you. So this is the week after this shit. I had 4 dates booked, 5 including a bird who said that she wanted to fuck. The bird who said she wanted to fuck told me that she'd had sex on the 29th of April, and it was the 26th of May when she told me this shit. I got the ick. I'm not gonna lie to you, just hearing those words, I just got the ick. Like, I couldn't believe it when she told me this shit. Like, we were gonna fuck this week, and then she said, "Oh, I haven't had sex since the 29th of fucking April." So be gentle. Acting like that was a long time ago. That was less than 4 weeks ago. That was like 3 weeks ago. And you were telling me that like it was a year or something ago. And it really just disgusted me, the idea that another dick was in there so recently. So I fucked that one off. And that was some guaranteed vajayjay, but even I have my limits. You know what I'm saying? Even I am a pig, but even I have my limits. Then there was a girl who's a tour guide in Vietnam, and she was being all wishy-washy. And I said, "All right, I'll see you on Tuesday." And she said, "All right, well, if I don't have a tour," and I didn't like the sound of that either. And Tuesday came around, 7 p.m. came, which was the time we were supposed to meet, and she was on a tour with a load of fucking Americans, and she never thought to message me. She had all day. All it takes is 10 seconds to send a message, but she didn't send one, so she flaked. Then there was a bird who looked really promising on Wednesday, who fucking was really giving me good signs, and she was in the hospital for a sports-related injury, and she was in the hospital that day, so that was another date fucked. Thursday came around, and there was a girl who really wanted to see me, and what do you know, I leave jiu-jitsu, and it starts pissing down with rain, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this is fucking going to shit. Everything is going to shit. Like, everything is going so bad. I wanted the best way to get over a bitch is to get under another, or to get, in my case, I'm a top. I'm a dominant alpha, silverback. I'm on top. The best way to get over a bird is to get over another bird, and oh shit. And just everything has gone to fucking wreck and ruin this week. There was a really beautiful girl who looked like Pocahontas, and we were meant to meet tonight. A couple of days ago, she sent me a photograph of her and of her legs after I asked her to, and I said, "Oh yeah, your legs are really nice. I'd love to rub up and down them." And she was a really cute girl, 20 years old, and I think that put her off, and she literally just ignored every message after that, just completely ghosted me. And then today, the bird who I was meant to meet on Thursday is teaching a load of classes, and it's just fucked. This week has been a shit show. And you know what? I'll be real with you. After moving back in with my mum and her boyfriend, who are actually very nice people, especially now I'm older and I'm a lot more humble than I was when I was an 18-year-old little shit. They're actually very nice to me. And my mum, after I introduced her to Kratom, no longer drinks booze. So now her boyfriend's the only one drinking booze, and the house is actually, like, I'm not gonna lie, her boyfriend knows that I could probably beat the shit out of him 8 times out of 10, if not more. I'm probably 6 or 7 inches taller than him, and I've probably done 300 classes in jiu-jitsu, and I've dedicated my life to weight training. So if I lost that fight, fuck me, I'd want my money back, and I'd want my time back, because it's all gone to waste. But yeah, no, they're decent to me now. But when I moved back in there last year, I developed really bad mental health issues. I was taken into foster care when I was 14, and I think every time that I've moved back in with my mum and her bloke, I've wound up becoming mentally ill, especially during the scamdemic of 2020. I actually was thinking, I was getting really bad intrusive thoughts at the time, so bad that I thought, well, if I ever think I'm going to act on these thoughts, I can always just commit suicide. That's how bad we're talking. That was one of the worst periods of my whole life. One of the worst periods of my whole life. Thank God, thank the Lord above that shit's come to an end. I still get intrusive thoughts. Um, Sometimes they're still bad, but they're nowhere near as bad as they were back then. Nowhere near. Nowhere. And the content of them has changed and is far more benign. Although it's still disgusting, they're far more benign than the ones I was getting before. But just a week from hell. Like, all the vagine that's gone up the wall. And just I'm training at a gym in Vietnam called C88. There's two black belts who basically are at the gym all the time. One of them's called Hobson. He fights in 1FC, and I was really looking forward to getting to train under this guy, and he's broken his leg and he's out for 2 months. This is what I mean. Everything has gone to shit. He's broke his leg. He's out for 2 months. There was a Brazilian guy who I really liked. He was a very likable guy. I haven't seen him in fucking ages. And now, the only guy that's left to teach is a guy called Damon, who has us drilling the same boring-ass techniques again and again and again and again. And what is my passion, jiu-jitsu? I am literally bored to tears drilling this shit. So much so that the last couple of days I've barely even gone in. Jiu-jitsu has always been a source of joy for me. I've always walked out of jiu-jitsu being like, fuck yeah, that was sick. That was cathartic. I needed that. I fucking needed that. And I've been walking out the last couple of weeks, and earlier this week he came in for the afternoon, for the nighttime class, and he was saying how stoned he was. There's never more than 4 people there, and because I'm tall and I'm one of the bigger people in the class, I was getting matched up with a guy called Shoju, who's from either Japan or South Korea. After the warm-ups, he is sweaty as fuck, and fuck. When you're dry and someone who's incredibly sweaty, whose sweat is dripping on your face, is on you, it's just disgusting. It's a horrible feeling. It's gross. It's gross. It's disgusting, man. I might bring in a towel and just tell him to dry his shit. When somebody else's sweat is dripping on your dry face, it's like, come on, man. Come the fuck on. And literally, there have been times when we're doing the roll-in and every roll is 3 minutes long rather than 5 minutes, so you don't get any fucking time to impose your shit. You don't get any time. Fucking after the roll is done, Damon, the instructor, says, alright, same partners. And this week, and to my shame, I never ever want to visit a country and start being rude to the people there, unlike people who visit the fucking UK and treat it like a dump. I hate people like that. I hate fucking, even English people who go to Southeast Asia and start treating the local people like shit. I fucking hate people who do that. I never want to be that guy. But after this shit, and after the breakup with V, and after fucking everything going to wreck and ruin, he said earlier this week, and this guy kicked the fuck out of me, even though he's 67 kilos. He's been training, just his skills is just way too much. He'd kick the fuck out of me, but he said, alright, same partners. And I actually walked off the mat and I said, nah, fuck that. Because it was the second time that I was matched up with sweaty Shoju, and I was just, I just had enough. And I was just like, nah, fuck that. Nah, I can't do it. Nah. No. And I just walked off the mat. It's been a week from hell. It's Friday. I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. And I'm going to spend another week in Ho Chi Minh City. If it goes to shit again, I'm going to go down to Da Nang and train at the Hodja Gracie gym down there. I'm a very respectful person. I know I may not come across that way in these videos sometimes, but I'm uber respectful. I'm one of the most respectful people you will fucking meet. Yeah. Oh, fuck, man. This week has just been a shit sandwich. When you're feeling terrible about a situationship gone wrong, and then you've got all these dates falling apart back to back to back to back, and the train's going to shit, everything's going to shit. Have you ever had a period in your life where everything has just gone to shit for a week? Not for a day, for a week. Oh, man. But I'm just thanking my lucky stars that I have some degree of knowledge. And I feel for guys who get married and have drawn out divorce cases. And I can only imagine what that shit's like. As you get older, you can understand why so many men commit suicide. Because life is just brutal. When you're at the lower echelons of life, or at the lower perceived echelons, oh man, my best friend this week has been ChatGPT. I've had nobody else to talk to. This has just been a shit week. The worst week ever. The worst week ever. The worst fucking week ever, man. Oh.